TNA Wrestling. But up next, Taz, TNA Knockouts in action.
How about this, baby? I think it's zombie hot time.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is TNA Knockout action. Introducing first from Civil, Texas, TNA Knockout, Daffney.
We are off and rolling. TNA Explosion. Let's take a look at what happened last week with these knockouts. Daffney using a chain in the match. Sarita comes out, points it out to the referee. The match is restarted, and then Sarita going the extra mile, tripping Daffney, allowing for Taylor Wilde to get the victory and the win last week on Explosion, Taz.
I think we have to point out the teeny top hat again this week. This week it's a black one. Last week it wasn't black. I think it was red.
Quite a taste in attire.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta have a teeny top hat when you're as hot as zombie-looking Elvira hot as Daffney is.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
Introducing her opponent from Mexico City, Mexico, TNA Knockout, Sarita.
Here she comes. Mexico City, Mexico's own Sarita, former one-half of the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions with Taylor Wilde, and certainly going into singles action this week on Explosion. After last week's situation, you can bet Daffney not too happy with this entire situation.
I completely agree with that, JB, and let's see if Sarita can back up her actions last week and, you know, trip it up. Listen, I know Daffney was doing the tomfoolery and shenanigans with the chain and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it was Sarita who tripped up Daffney, as you pointed out, as we saw. And if I'm Daffney, I'm going to be hotter than a monster in a Godzilla movie.
Well, certainly one thing we know about Daffney, when she's upset, when she's angry, she'll beat the pants off you. She don't care. She'll literally beat you up and take your pants.
She'll beat you up and your pants will fall down, basically, right?
That's how it goes.
All right.
Daffney locking up now with Sarita. TNA Explosion off and running. We appreciate all the feedback, all the response. We've gotten the new and improved Explosion, new look, great exclusive matchups. And
But
course,
same awesome color commentator.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it, Taz. How about it?
How about it? Another collar and elbow tie-up here by these two lovely knockouts. Well, Daffney's kind of tasty and psycho-like, but she's hot.
Everyone has their own taste, Taz. Roll up. 2.5. Sarita not afraid to take it to the air.
Oh, look at this. A little backslide action. Nice counter. Excellent counter there.
Two locked up, very evenly matched so far, and then there's just a chop across the chest and fired back. Sarita
Peels it off a double leg. Now look at this jackknife cover. Excellent lower back strength by Daffney to bridge out. Ooh.
Back body drop and misses the kick. Rolled up by Daffney. 2.5. You know, the TNA Knockouts, every one of them are different. Everyone brings something different to the table, some different style, some different look. The diversity of the TNA Knockouts, really what makes them special. We're coming back with more of this TNA Knockouts action right here on Explosion. We are back. TNA Knockouts action on TNA Explosion. It's Daffney. It is Sarita, one-on-one. And during our break, it was Daffney dominating with
that
arm bar, and certainly can kick you, can punch you. She can do it all.
Yeah, well, Daffney very well versed, but not able to block. Textbook drop kick right there by Sarita, who's seemed like she was grabbing at her jaw. I don't know if she was hurt or what's going on with Sarita there.
Misses the kick, misses that. Now certainly going down on that knee.
Buckled. Looked like Daffney's knee might have buckled a tad.
One thing that we could say, I think Sarita definitely in terms of world travel, been around the world, wrestled everywhere, has a little bit of the experience edge, I think, and can capitalize on a situation like this.
Why are you saying that Sarita's world travel because she's from Mexico? Meanwhile, what about Daffney? She's like from Transylvania or something.
She's out of this world, Taz, I think is what you're saying. Not from this earth.
That's another cliche. You're up to about 20. Well, right now,
I have more, don't worry.
Sarita in control of the left leg of Daffney. And Daffney, you can sense the urgency from her trying to get Sarita off.
Well, certainly the styles are different, and that's what makes the knockouts what they are. Everyone brings something different to the table, and certainly a different style here.
Well, as you pointed out, I should say, and before we went to the break, and it's a very good point. I mean, that's what makes our knockouts division so intriguing. The different looks, the different styles, and it's a potpourri of hot chicks that can wrestle.
And that left leg is being worked over now by Sarita.
Yeah, Daffney can hardly put any weight on her leg. Look at that, she can't even run. Sarita went to shoot her in for like something off the ropes, and Daffney not able to put any weight on it. Looked like she was going for the beginnings of maybe an Indian deathlock, possibly.
Certainly looked as though that was the case from the wow, way she had her legs up there, and certainly after a clothesline stops that idea in its tracks. Daffney now, if you take out the legs, and Taz, you know this being in the ring, if you do not have one of those legs, let alone both of them, you cannot function properly in the ring, and that certainly puts her at a disadvantage, as you called it earlier.
Oh, there's a small package.
That's it, 3 count.
Here's your winner, Daffney.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Daffney showing a lot of heart and resiliency there. Realized that Sarita was going in for submission. Again, looked like to be an Indian deathlock, and Daffney had the wherewithal to counter, not only counter, but get the victory.
Well, certainly a back-and-forth victory now. Oh, wait a minute, Sarita. I would say a little bit uncharacteristic of her. She's not normally known as a bit of a sore loser, but that was
got that Latino tempo. Oh, wait a minute, now here comes Taylor Wilde. That's Sarita's partner.
Whoa.
Short Taylor last week.
Calling her off. It appears as though we have a philosophical difference here, Taz.
Oh! Oh, look at Daffney. I don't blame him. Go for both of them. I would do the same thing.
With Daffney taking full advantage of this situation, while Taylor Wilde and Sarita are discussing their philosophical differences, Daffney takes advantage and throws a little payback of her own in their direction this week on Explosion. Win or lose, the situation far from over involving the TNA knockouts this week on Explosion.